Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another interesting topic on Vedic astrology. And today we will be talking about the great planet Moon, which we very often see at night in the skies, very distinct and clearly. And how does it behave when it's in the zodiac sign of Aries? Okay, and as we know, Moon is closest to the Earth, and its impact to us, it's believed, is the most. So let's discuss as to when we were born. If in our natal chart Moon was placed in the zodiac sign of Aries, or Mesha as it's called in Sanskrit, how does it behave? Now, we've already discussed the characteristics of the planet Moon. So the characteristics have been discussed already. We've already discussed the various professions which are associated with Moon in our earlier videos. And we are not going to discuss today as to how Moon is going to behave in the 12 houses. Okay, so Moon's behavior could be different in different houses. Today we'll talk about Moon's behavior not in terms of houses but in zodiac signs. So in case, like in this example, or as you see on the screen, if it's mentioned here Moon in Aries, so Aries could be in the ascendant, or Aries could fall in the ascendant, or Aries could fall in this in the second house, or Aries could fall in the 8th house. It could fall in any of those houses, the 12 houses. We are talking about zodiac signs. So first and foremost, understand, we are not talking about houses, Moon in first house. We are talking about Moon in Aries, and Aries could fall in any of the 12 houses. Okay, that's number one. The number two thing is, in my videos, always remember that it is coming directly from the ancient scriptures. It is not a figment of imagination or something like a creation of a movie or some kind of an entertainment. It is coming directly as mentioned to us by the ancient sages. Okay, so how does Moon behave in the zodiac sign of Aries? So it is mentioned in the ancient sages that Moon in Aries is slightly I would say kind of a lover of women. That is mentioned very clearly. Striya Priya. Okay, Stri is what? Stri is a woman. Priya is lover. He's a lover of women. So whenever you see a birth chart which has the planet Moon situated in Aries, first thing that comes to your mind, lover of women. Now I'm going to qualify that. Don't jump to any conclusion. Why? Because the sign Aries could be in one of the Dusthana houses, which is a bad house, or the third house, which is another bad house. So it may not be in a Kendra, which is an angle house, or a trine, which is considered to be a good house. So those things have to be taken into consideration before jumping into any conclusion. Also, it may be conjunct with a malefic, so it cannot express itself good enough. Okay, also it could have an aspect of a malefic planet, so it may not be able to express itself well, or it may have an aspect of another benefic planet like a Jupiter. So if Jupiter aspects Moon, of course Jupiter is not somebody who loves women, so obviously his characteristics are also going to be affecting Moon. This is just a general interpretation. How does Moon behave when Moon is in the zodiac sign of Aries or Mesha? Okay, so don't jump to a conclusion, but just as a good astrologer, you should know what is the characteristic of Moon. How does it behave when it's in the zodiac sign of Aries? Okay, and as we know, Aries is ruled by Mars, and it's in a friendly sign because Mars and Moon are friendly. Keep that at the back of your mind. But as a general rule, this is one characteristic. Okay, the other characteristic which has been described in the ancient scriptures is that he is having beautiful eyes. Okay, and that's also a general characteristic of moon. As we know, we have studied in our earlier videos that moon has beautiful eyes, and you know, they're full of life, not like the eyes of sun. If you remember, the sun's eyes have been described as the color of wine and shiny, but moon's are a little more compassionate, watery, and you know, like kind of floating eyes, chanchala netra as it's called in Sanskrit. Okay, so moon expresses itself beautifully as far as his eyes are concerned when it's in the zodiac sign of Aries. Remember that, coming directly from the ancient scriptures. And of course, I've just discussed, take into consideration the other factors, the, you know, the combustion of moon, or the aspects on moon, or, you know, the conjunction of moon with other planets, so on and so forth, the degrees of moon, waxing, waning, all those things have to be taken into consideration. Also, moon in the zodiac sign of Aries generally makes him a little sick. Now you're going to ask me, why sick? Well, that's been described in the ancient sages, ancient scriptures, that moon in the zodiac sign of Aries will make the person a little sick. But then again, you know, all these other factors have to be taken into consideration. Also, it's been mentioned, moon in the zodiac sign of Aries is like a saint. He has saintly qualities. It expresses its saintly qualities. It tries to make people happy. It tries to be, you know, pure sattva. You know that moon is a sattva, sattvic planet, and people who are not familiar with what a sattva gun and what a tamas gun and what a rajas gun is, please refer to my earlier videos. It is a sattva gun, and it expresses its sattvic qualities very well in the zodiac sign of Aries. So it's like a saint. It acquires saintly qualities. Also, moon in the zodiac sign of Aries will make it rich. So as soon as you see moon in the natal chart of a person, as a good astrologer, it should come to your mind that, oh, that is giving me an indication of richness. Now I'm going to see other factors, you know, whether it's placed in a good house, bad house, combustion, you know, waxing, waning, afflicted by aspect or by conjunction, so on and so forth, or good aspects. Then you come to that. Okay, but generally it expresses itself in the zodiac sign of Aries as could make a person really rich. Okay, also in the zodiac sign of Aries, moon has been described having very heavy thighs. Look at a person with heavy thighs, it should come to your mind, well, is his moon in the zodiac sign of Aries? Okay, but then look at other factors. So it has been described in the ancient scriptures that moon in Aries sign can make a person with heavy thighs. Okay, another characteristic which has been described in the ancient scriptures is moon makes a person very thankful. He's not a thankless guy. So I'll come across other videos where I'll show you examples of certain planets which can make a person extremely thankless. You do anything for them, you know, they'll forget and they'll move away. That's a very tamasic guna. You know, God doesn't like people to be thankless. So this is one great quality which moon has, and it expresses this quality very well when it is in the zodiac sign of Mesha or Aries. He's very thankful. You know, you do something for him, he'll be, you know, thankful to you for the rest of his life. Also, he's free of sin in this zodiac sign. Okay, always remember that. Sinless people, you'll see moon in the zodiac sign of Aries. Okay, but like I said, look at other factors. He is going to be very well rewarded by the government. He'll be recognized rather by the government if moon is in the zodiac sign of Aries. Remember that, many of the accomplished, people who have been recognized by the government, there's a possibility their moon is in the zodiac sign of Aries, unafflicted, of course. Okay. He will be slightly fearful of water. When moon goes into Aries, the person can become fearful of water. Okay, so you may not find some great swimmers with moon in the zodiac sign of Aries, or people who are sailors or who take fishing and sailing as their profession, because he just tries to be very careful. The Sanskrit word is jalabhiru. He is scared of water. Okay, and also another very interesting characteristic of moon which has been described in the ancient scriptures is that in case moon is in the zodiac sign of Aries, he's going to appear slightly strict, or a little strict from outside, but from inside he's extremely soft. So he's probably going to have a hard shell outside, but internally he's a very soft, compassionate personality. It's a very important tool, if you can come across a birth chart of a person and you can see that this, maybe he's a boss or something, and he comes across as very strict to you, and you come across, somehow get a hold of his birth chart and you see, well, he has a moon in the zodiac sign of Aries. This is just an example I'm giving you. He has a moon which is in the zodiac sign of Aries, and it's unafflicted, it's well placed. So, well, this person is just tough from outside but very soft from inside. So you get to know that. That's how we use astrology. Very, very important tool. So this has been described about the characteristic of moon, some of the characteristics of moon, because moon you cannot discuss all the characteristics in one video where you have a time constraint, but these are some of the characteristics of moon described in the ancient scriptures when moon sits in the zodiac sign of Aries in your natal birth chart. But remember, once again, don't jump to conclusion. Look at other factors which we just discussed. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, and in the meanwhile I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic on Vedic astrology very soon. Goodbye.